Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello and welcome to Stumps and Sixes, where every cricketing moment finds its voice. We're covering match number 18, where Gujarat Giants have defeated the UP Warriors by 8 runs and they have dampened the hopes of the UP Warriors to qualify for the playoffs and they have kept themselves alive by winning their second game in this tournament, and one team is going to be very happy with this result, and that is RCB. So, Gersham, I see you are very happy. What are your thoughts?
I see. That's my thing now. I'm the RCB guy. Great. I think the usual suspects, Vivan, and also before we start off, huge welcome back to Sriram. Who's not been with us for a few episodes. But yeah,
Good to be
getting to
back.
what you were saying, I think the usual suspects in a lot of way. We saw the team batting first, still maintain the streak. We saw the usual suspects when it comes to who played well in the match, also, which I'm sure we'll get to later. But all in all, I think just another good win for Gujarat. I think they've not been having many, and as you said, just great signs for me too as an RCB fan. So yeah, all in all, good signs.
All in all,
Shreya,
good
your
sign
initial
for
thoughts?
RCB, but a very bad sign for UP Warriors, bro.
Yeah.
I literally don't. I wouldn't want to be in the dressing room right now because they would be devastated. So, I mean, it's the right chance for them. The opportunity they right on their hands, they just threw it away. The batting order, the collapse that happened like 4-4, 3 down. Like they were scored literally 4 runs and 3 wickets were down, and 35 for four again. So it goes back to the great Indian theory, like 45 minutes of bad cricket is again back in for
Yes.
UP Warriors. It seems like it. So
Yeah.
very I don't think it's a good sign for UP Warriors. It's the opportunity, but they failed to grab.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think they're glad at least one way because their captain Alisa Healy is always smiling. I think that's one good way
Mhm.
because even when usually in a times like this you need to have a
Mm.
captain who's at least having a smiling face. So rather than having a very more strict and kind of an aggressive captain, it's good to have that. But yeah, I think it's all over for UP this time. I think they can come back better the next season even stronger.
Yeah, I think I
No,
completely
bro,
agree
no,
with you
no,
because
no.
what should have been
No.
an absolute walk in the park for UP Warriors turned out to be a disappointing defeat for them. I mean, look at the first innings power play where Gujarat Giants have been completely dominating the power play in the last 3 games. In the last 3 games, you see Gujarat Giants winning the toss, electing to bat first, and then Beth Mooney has been scoring back-to-back 50s, and Laura Bolwart was there for support. Last time she had Dayalan Hemalata for support. But so that power play, even today they got 53 for no loss. So that was a great start for Gujarat Giants. Gershon?
Absolutely. I think, just their opening pair and the top order in itself has just been the shown bright light for, GG this time. And again, the fact that they're having good power plays is setting up the match beautifully for the next 14 overs or so. But unfortunately, due to their failure of their middle order, they've not been able to capitalize on those starts. And a huge matter of this needs to be said that you can't have your top two batsmen or a batswoman play till the 20th over, right? You need to have all of them chipping in, and you see great teams that have done well in this tournament, like MI or DC. You've seen the entire team and one player standing up in each match, and you'd need that. If you want to do well in a tournament like the WPL, and it's just not been that case. Sometimes you've seen a couple of teams do a little bit of a reshuffle in the batting order, but that itself also hasn't worked for them. Dylan Hemlata was set up the order and it worked great. But other than that, barring their captain and their opener, their overseas opener, they see again. I would blame this on the lack of good players in the Indian core. They don't really have a good Indian core, which is really important because you have only four overseas, and you need to have seven of your local players perform. And when they don't step up, I think it really doesn't do well for the tournament. But yeah, talking about the openers, I think it was really great. The captain's been, leading from the front. And yeah, one more thing is that Hadley, being injured has struck them a little bit. But again, these kind of things happen in a long tournament. You can't really blame it on one player and say that is why we lost. And maybe a match you can say, but you can't lose a tournament because of one player. And you need to build a team during building a team to make sure that you have a a team in case if somebody falls short. But yeah, just for GG too, I think you, batting could be the opening could be the bright light, but all in all, just bad batting, I would say. It's just not, they've not been up to the mark, and they need to go back to the drawing board, as Sriram usually says, and they need to, work something out and make sure the next season goes well for them.
I mean, absolutely, accept the fact what you were saying because the start they got, with Moni up front, I thought it's going to be a 180 or 190 close to because that is the way they were cruising up front. So the middle order just collapsed for Gujarat, and you were also saying Gersham that one player can't win you any matches or tournaments. So you need to build a team. I think that is what exactly happened with UP Warriors. We can say Deepti, what a brilliant knock. She smashed today. 87 she scored today, but she couldn't win it because the team lacked the efficiency. They didn't got any partnerships going. There isn't any help for her up front in the top order and the middle order. Only in the last there was some help with um,
Khemnar,
uh,
yeah,
Khemnar,
Poonam Khemnar.
Khemnar, yeah. Khemnar was, chipping in and helping her, but I mean, you need to build a team that wins. So you can have a star player, you can have a terrible top order batsman, brilliant fielder. Anyone you can have, but you have to build a team around them and for the tournament and for the team matches.
Yeah,
It is a
absolutely. And
team game.
adding on to that, adding a stat, Gujarat Giants have had the worst middle order average, batting average. I think they have just 14.3. So, like, Beth Mooney keeps on giving them good starts along with the Laura Wolvart or the Ellen Hemlata. But after that, Phoebe Litchfield, Ashley Gardner, these girls don't come in and chip in and they don't take their team to the total they deserve. That's what we've been observing as the whole WPL this season, and that is where the it has let Gujarat Giants down. But even though after the wickets, after the power play, Sophie Eccleston came in, she got the wicket of Laura Bolbart, and after it was a complete batting collapse. I think Gujarat Giants could only aim to get at 120 at a stage, but they were lucky enough to get those 152. I want to talk about those last 3 overs. So, what happened is that Beth Mooney stayed till the end, but in the 17th over itself, Sophie Eccleston had set Beth Mooney up, and Beth Mooney had given a catch and it was dropped, and Beth Mooney was dropped not once but twice, and two absolute sitters, two complete easy catches were dropped, and Beth Mooney went on to add those 20-30 runs. In the last over, 25 runs were scored. So that completely cost UP Warriors, and that was the complete shift in momentum because till the 17th over you could see this result go only one way, and it was towards UP Warriors. But Gujarat Giants were lucky to get that 150. So how do you see this, Gershon?
Absolutely. See, I think I'll tell you what, you got to feel for Sophie Eccleston. For me, she bowled beautifully today. Had some, uses her height amazingly. There are not a lot of tall women players going around. And again, drawing parallel to another person who's been playing recently is Mr. Rashana from the same place Mr. Sriram is from, Ravichandran Ashwin, if for those who don't know. So he, I think, uses that amazingly. And the same way Sophie Eccleston too uses her height. And just, in the end, I think in the post-match presentation, I heard her say, she hopes that her team holds on to few more. And, you could hear the almost the sadness in the way she said it. It's understandable. She came up with figures 3 for 30, if I'm not wrong, and it should have ended up with much more better ones. But it's a team game, as we're talking about. You need everybody to step up, not only in the batting, but even when they're fielding. You need them to, contribute. And in the end, they lost by 8 runs, right? They let two boundaries go and they lost by 8 runs.
Yes,
And,
yes, yes.
that's exactly
Catches
where they
wins
lost.
matches indeed.
Yeah, and that's exactly where they lost. It is exactly 8 runs, and that's the 8 runs they left. So,
Mm.
just it's going to be, and again, just one similarity between Gujarat and UP is the fact that they both haven't had team performances but individual brilliances, which makes the tournament entertaining. Let's not get that wrong. These kind of winnings that Deepti Sharma for a while, and Alyssa Healy or even Beth Mooney or whoever stepping up for the team really lights up a tournament, because we really like that 1 versus 11 kind of a matchup, when the nobody's there but one player standing up. But as I said, they don't win you tournaments, they never do, and just not good signs for the team, but really good signs for the fans because it gives them a lot of entertainment.
Mhm. I want to put a question on both of you. So we have seen a trend in Bangalore. I have already raised this question. So team chasing first has a massive advantage over in Bangalore. This initial stages of WPL. So coming into Delhi, so we can clearly see that team batting first has a tremendous edge over the team. Chasing later. So is that going to be a huge advantage for the team batting first? Even the final is going to happen in Delhi, so is this, I don't think this is a, good sign for the cricketing world going into. So what do you think?
No, I don't think it's an advantage because I think Beth Mooney started this. Because in the first two matches in the Delhi, like also, teams are elected to chase first. Beth Mooney in the third game became the first captain to elect to bat first. And she even said that this might be a rogue decision, but that was at a point where Gujarat Giants were. She said, we are going to go out and play some fearless cricket, and they wanted to bat first to do that so that they could put that big score on the board and bat the opposition out of the game, because when you score a 180 190, the pressure falls on the opposition, and that is what we've been seeing after the Gujarat Giants. Like I said, Gujarat Giants did this three times in a row. They elected to bat first, and in all those three power plays, they completely capitalized on the power play. They always got 50 or 60 runs, and they did not lose more than one wicket. I think Beth Mooney and Laura Wolvard got a partnership of 140, and so did Beth Mooney and Dylan Hemlata. So in two consecutive games, we saw them do that. And even today, Beth Mooney played that anchor innings. She saw wickets falling at the other end, but she stayed there and she batted till the 20th over. And you see, even though Gujarat Giants did not reach a big total, but they reached a total which they in the end defended. Gershom, what do you feel?
And I think Sriram, if that's really the case, as you said, if in Bangalore the team chasing wins and in the Delhi the team batting wins, they can just play the toss, and whoever wins the toss, they can tell guys you
Exactly.
won and you can
Mm.
please go home today. That kind of is a kind of what you're saying. That does happen. I understand, but I think the beauty of the game is that we are going to see somebody break that barrier, because we saw that in Delhi too. Like when
Mm.
Bangalore, Delhi did it. Delhi
Yeah,
batted first and
yeah.
won it. So we're going to see somebody do it. And even here, we saw once where MI chased in Delhi and won. So that happens. But again, it kind of, I do get it. I do feel sometimes, that the question you brought up, if it's really that case, we can just have a
Mm.
toss and we can say, yeah, anyway, we know the team batting wins. We can, yeah, guys, why do we need to waste 2 hours of wasting time? So I
I mean,
get it.
I
But
put this question purely because I have heard some post match interviews and few posters in the Twitter and all. So and the people and the players feels that in the second innings while they are batting, the pitches tends to slow down a bit comparatively
yeah.
to the batting team in the first inning. So that is the reason I put up the question.
And I think what happens, maybe 1 or 2 matches, and yeah, it does play an effect. But I think after 1 or 2 matches, I think in the players' perspective, they start thinking, yeah, we've already lost the toss, which means we 50% lost.
Mm.
Psychologically, they might start feeling that way because of the stats that are available. So, but I think
Exactly.
again, and going forward, the next 2 matches, that which we will come back to, is 2 matches where the two teams at the top of the table will play. And I think
Mm.
because they're at the top of the table, they have the opportunity to try different things. So we might actually see the first time a team might win the toss and chase, because they want to be ready for when in a in a knockout game maybe they won't have a chance, but they have to chase. So probably Mumbai or Delhi might be the first team to break that whatever you want
Hopefully,
to
yeah,
call it, like
yeah.
a streak if you want to call it, or a trend, whatever you want to call it.
Trend,
But
trend. We can
we'll see
call it
somebody
trend.
break it soon. But sorry.
It's a trend.
So I think, but yes, but uh all in all, yeah, there is a bit of that, kind of a trend that we can see. But yeah, I think we can be sure that very soon it will be broken.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of the game. You don't want toss to be such a factor because in the end, the team which plays the positive brand of cricket should win the game, and that's what we see in
And it
cricket.
will.
The toss shouldn't be a
Exactly.
major factor.
Yes.
So talking about the
Yeah.
152, which UP Warriors had to chase, obviously, like I said, they know that they could have been chasing 120, but they were chasing 152. And the first two things that UP Warriors wanted from this win was to win, and secondly, they wanted to increase that net run rate. So even the 152, the score they are seeing is absolutely chaseable, because you've seen UP Warriors chase down such a score like 152, where Alyssa Healy and Kiran Namgire have given them brilliant starts, and they have chased them pretty easily. So you expected UP Warriors to do that. But who stood in their way? It was a 16-year-old bowler, opening bowler with a new ball. It was Shabnam's Shakil. She's 16 years old, and she came in the first ball. Alyssa Healy hit her for a boundary, and what a comeback she gave. She got Alyssa Healy out on the third ball. First, she got the wicket of the Australian captain in Alyssa Healy, such an experienced batter, the captain of the UP Warriors, and followed that by getting the wicket of the Sri Lankan captain, Chamari Atapattu, and followed that by getting a very beautiful delivery. She got bowled. She clean
And
bowled.
Sehrawat is also under 19
Yeah,
captain.
exactly. So the
Yeah. Three
third
captains.
batsman, Sehrawat, she got her ball with an absolute peach of a delivery to end with 4 overs, 3 wickets for only 11 runs. So what a start she gave. This is exactly the start you want an opening bowler to give you when you're defending a total.
I mean, taking no credits away from the 16-year-old. This is not an easy job. Coming to the IPL, the whole world is watching you. You are 16 years old, so obviously everyone's eyes on you. What this girl is going to do, and coming there and doing what she did, it's amazing. But the way this UP Warriors battered, yeah, we can understand the first initial 2 wickets. You can understand, like they were like 4 for 2. So after that, I feel like they should have stood there and started a partnership get going. So what I didn't see was the fight in them. So they were just casually hitting some Britain's shots, which they aren't supposed to play at that point of time, because the target is only 152. So they don't have to put so much effort on the shots they should play. I think they have to play consistent cricket, and they should stay right there in the middle and just to blow away that amazing spell that is done by the 16 years old. I think that they missed today, and tremendous bowling from the teenager.
Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah,
want
and
to
I
ask
think
you, Gershom, I want to pose this question to you, like how exactly how Shriram said. I think did they mix up their primary target with the secondary target? Because when you want to get that win is the primary target, and to get that net run rate is a secondary target. I think
Hmm.
they went too hard to hit the ball very hard from the very first over, because they wanted to chase this down. I think in the mid innings the commentators even mentioned for for UP Warriors to overcome RCB's run rate, they had to chase a total in 13 overs. And already, when they should have been chasing 120 in 13 overs, they had to chase 150 in 13 overs. I think that changes the mentality. So I want to ask you that did they mix up that net run rate thing, and that ended up in them losing the game, not even getting the win?
yeah, I think they would have to had to go at all they got, and people would have understood, and they are going to understand now that they went little too hard from the beginning. But I'm really sad that you missed me out on the last question, because I'm also in love with Shabnam Shakil. I'm honestly in awe what a 16-year-old can do on a cricket pitch. Honestly, I didn't think. But coming to your question, I think, yeah, see, and another major thing, right? Given the fact, see, they continue. One more thing is, I think what we're not addressing is the fact that we spoke about how bad the last 3 overs were, and GT were careful in getting that momentum to the next innings. I think that usually happens, in the first innings, the team batting will have a really good first 16 overs, but they get a really good target, but they have a downfall in the last 14 overs, and the team coming in second will continue that. So that also happened here. And more so, see, again, the case for UP has been barring Deepti Sharma and sometimes their captain in a lesser Healy. Nobody else is stepping up. Seeing that, maybe we could have seen an inspired move where Deepti Sharma opens the innings. I was kind of low key expecting it because that would have changed everything. And Deepti, again, she's playing till the end. So if she had gotten off to a good start, that was would have been a major difference. But again, Navgere didn't get going. Alyssa Healy was a really surprising wicket for me because I really didn't think she'd gonna go all out in the first ball. But again, as you said, they had to get it in 12 or 13 overs. And if they probably got it in 14 overs, and people would have said, "What's the point?" Right, and we would have been having a whole different conversation about it. But they did what they had to, and they fell short. But again, you can't say this. They didn't have to let it come to a point where they had to chase in a certain amount of overs. If they probably played better cricket, we'll start from there. So we can't come here and say, guys, did they have to go hard or not? They should have played away for the entire tournament where their team didn't have a situation like this. So I think that's what they'd look at. And again, kudos to Deepti Sharma. I think great signs for India, I would say, honestly. And even the way Poonam Khemnar
Hmm.
played. Poonam Khemnar has been around in the domestic circuit. Maybe she's not a well known name in the international circuit, but she's been around a while in
Good
the international
character.
circuit. And yeah, she's a really a tough one. And I think she and Deepti Sharma really played a gem of an innings today. And even if they had a little bit of chance up until the last over, I think it was because of Deepti Sharma. I think after
Hmm.
Shakil got her last wicket in who was that? If I'm not wrong, it was
Shweta
the
Sehrawat.
goal. Sorry.
Shweta Sehrawat.
And Shiva Sehrawat, yeah, for brilliant delivery that you were talking about. I'm sorry. So after that, they were like five down, and I thought it's over. I think even for the Deepti Sharma that I know, it's a little too much. But the way she played was amazing. And up until I was thinking she's going to pull off a Rinku Singh. She looked like she might pull off a Rinku Singh
Yeah.
or a Tebatia as we've known. But too much and too little, so it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, just not good signs.
Bro, don't talk like diplomatic. Don't answer a diplomatic way. He asked you whether UP Warriors gone for a kill or they were trying to overdo things and they were concentrating more on the run rate rather than winning the
My
match.
my thing is they shouldn't have let it come till there only. Why should they let
Ah,
it come to a point where they have to chase something
exactly,
in 13 overs? And I'm just saying, bro, they shouldn't.
exactly. First
They
win
should.
the match,
It,
then do
what
whatever you
happens
want.
first win the and first win your
Exactly.
Bela ka match. Like
Hmm.
we're losing the first four, then coming to a point where you have to chase and then telling should I go for the kill or not? That's I think damage control. And I feel
Exactly.
Yeah,
precaution is
and they
better
were
than cure.
looking for a great start. Like they wanted to get off to a
Yeah.
flyer. The start which
Yeah.
Alyssa Haley and Kiran Navgiri are known to give the UP Warriors. But it was absolutely
And
good
I
bowling
think that's
from
where
Gujarat
sorry, Vivan.
Giants. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I agree with Sriram. I think he said that the first two wickets he can understand, and yeah, first two wickets even I can understand.
Exactly.
You're going all out from ball one, but maybe for a couple of overs they could have knocked it around and then gone,
Hmm.
but we didn't see that. And again, this in hindsight we can say they should have done this, they should have done that. But if it had come off and they had finished, they had chased 150 in 11 overs, you would have been sitting here and saying, "Wow, what an innings, Alyssa Healy or whoever." Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in
Hindsight.
hindsight, it's easy to say. So I feel they did what they had to, but I think the next season they shouldn't let it come to a point where they have to win it in 12 overs or 10 overs. Maybe play better beforehand so they don't have the situation.
Yeah,
Exactly. Now,
exactly.
now they unknowingly or knowingly they gave the chance to RCB. So it's everything on their hands now. So if RCB continues to win matches, so they can be in the playoffs. Otherwise, UP still has a chance, and I think mathematically even Gujarat has a chance now after winning today.
Yes.
Yeah, but
I
my
mean,
prediction is these three are going in. These top three, whoever
me
is three
too.
now is going in. I think we need to have
Hmm.
some really, some
Really
magic
bad
of
game.
sorts. Sorry?
These top three teams, no Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore have
Yeah, should have.
really should have some really bad day or something
Really
in
bad
order
game. A miracle
to
you should call it.
UP and UP and Gujarat has to sneak in
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but as far as I know, it's the same way, bro. I think even we did a small, just a Insta reel kind of a thing where I asked the experts of that day, and we perfectly predicted Sriram perfectly. They said Delhi, Mumbai, RCB, and it looks like those three are only going. So
No,
pretty good.
RCB isn't going, bro. It's RCB is gonna get trashed by Mumbai tomorrow.
Wait, bro, that much. See, that only I was telling. See, if they're smart people, no, tomorrow they'll come and they'll just defend. If they have to score
Exactly.
180 or something, they'll score 160. It's okay. We don't want to win the match, but we won't lose by much. But if they come like today and they go all out like UP Warriors, maybe they'll have to go home also like UP Warriors. So that's one thing I have to see what RCB is going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, about the
Okay, okay.
partnership about Deepti Sharma and Poonam Khemnar, I want to add something about Poonam Khemnar because Poonam Khemnar is from Ahmednagar and Maharashtra, and she has been playing training with my academy actually, HK Bounce
Okay.
in
Wow.
Pune.
Personal
Oh,
So
connection.
actually, I have had the privilege to share the nets and play some matches along
Wow.
in the same team as Poonam
nice.
Khemnar because it was at that time where these girls these she was obviously elder to me in under 19, but I've been there with her in the nets. It has been a privilege, and like in from that time only we used to have these under 19 matches where these girls used to play with us, and we've seen some really good performances from her, and it's a really proud moment for me and my academy that Poonam Khemnar has made it in the WPL. And today we saw glimpses of her showcasing her talent to the rest of the world. So I think that's a really
I think
good
Great,
we're
thing.
far
great,
away
bro.
from India call up, to be really honest. I think we're really not far from India call up. And that's one more prediction
Uh,
for you guys. A very fast call up for Poonam Kimnar.
bro, you saw that Vivan, grabbed the chance and flexed it.
Who? What?
Vivan.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, Vivan, yeah. And also small marketing for his academy also.
yeah,
In
yeah,
the end, we'll,
exactly, exactly. So
yeah.
talking
Uh,
about predictions, we move on to our favorite segment that is prediction time. And tomorrow we have the big one. It is Royal Challengers Bangalore versus Mumbai Indians, and there's no team more happier than Royal Challengers Bangalore after today's result because it makes things simpler for them. They can just keep the net run rate out of the discussion and just simply defeat Mumbai Indians tomorrow and ensure that third spot. But
Hmm.
even Mumbai, it's a very important game for Mumbai Indians too, because Mumbai Indians will be looking to finish top spot to take them directly to the finals. So I think tomorrow we are going to get more clarity on the top three, and tomorrow is a crucial game. It's going to be a great game to watch. It's going to be a thriller, hopefully. So, what are your predictions, Gershom?
Couple of things. I think it's less pressure for Mumbai, more pressure for RCB. Only I know you said both of them have something at stake, but I think it's less pressure for Mumbai because they know they're already in. So more pressure for RCB because they have a chance of them not making it. But I still feel RCB is going to make it mainly because of the fact that if you see the last match, they almost made it. Sriram, I see that slice smile. You'll get your chance. Wait, let me say. So basically, what I'm saying is, when you saw the last match, you saw the pure emotions that Royal Challengers Bangalore have. And I was really surprised to see Shriyanka cry because Shriyanka didn't do pretty much a lot, but I thought she go and console Richa. But just the way they played, and you can see the amount of how much it means to them as a team, and how much winning means to them because they were almost there. That second last ball six was just purely amazing. So. I'm still going RCB. No surprises there, and I really hope them to make it. And no better way to go to the playoffs than with the bangover win against one of the team that's qualified. Over to you, Sriram.
Yeah, let us keep Goshen in his delusional world. So let him think that RCB is
Don't
gonna
come at
win
me.
tomorrow.
Just make your
But
prediction.
I, the whole world knows MI are gonna win tomorrow, and I predict MI are gonna thrash RCB tomorrow, and we are gonna same these three
Hmm.
people will sit tomorrow, and we will see Goshen crying tomorrow. This is my prediction.
So, do you think Gujarat
I think
Giants
one
have
of
a
the researchers
chance?
was saying Sriram.
So, Shriram,
No,
are you
no,
saying
Gujarat
that
Giants.
Gujarat
No,
Giants
I'll
have
tell
a
you one thing,
chance to
Sriram.
pip RCB and get to the third spot?
I really
Is it
want
not
the
Sriram?
UP
I'll
to
tell you
make
why Sriram's saying that.
Yeah.
UP has no chance. UP has no chance. It's
bro
only
yellow
Gujarat.
jersey, bro, UP, bro.
No, but why? That's why I'll tell you. That's why I'll tell you why he's voting for MI. No, because today one team that was wearing yellow jersey didn't play well. Okay, so that's why he's a little heartbroken. So you can understand, right, Vivan? We
Hmm.
can
Bro,
understand
what
why
is
he's
your
saying those
prediction,
Yeah,
things.
Vivan?
yeah.
But we know tomorrow it's going to be an out and out RCB victory.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for RCB tomorrow because I think, like we've seen DC lose a game, a nail biting thriller by 1 run, and next game they came back to win that thriller by 1 run. So RCB, like Gershon mentioned, have lost a game by the thinnest of margins. So you expect RCB to make a comeback, but I won't be surprised if Mumbai Indians, even Mumbai Indians have come back from a miraculous run chase. So, Shriram mentioned, you can see Mumbai Indians, like in the last game, Mumbai Indians have completely steamrolled over RCB. So, it's a tough game to call for tomorrow, but that's what's making things interesting because in the
Interesting.
last, yeah, so that's what's making things interesting because we are moving to the last two games, which are going to be followed by the eliminator and the final. So, we have got some big games coming up in the WPL. So, thank you
True,
guys
true, true.
for tuning in
To
today.
everyone, just
Yeah.
before we are signing off, I just want to thank the people who are watching our videos daily on the
Yes.
daily basis. We are doing the videos, so thank you everyone for watching. So please kindly share these videos. We are doing this content for you. So any friends and families, whoever you feel they like cricket or something, just share, and we are open for your feedbacks and your comments and any suggestions you want to give us, any ideas you want to make this segment, this ideas, you can just chip in and send us in Instagram or Twitter or directly in the YouTube comments. So you can do that. So we really appreciate your support.
Absolutely.
Yes.
+1.
Yes,
Mm,
and we are absolutely enjoying doing this show for you guys. And we
exactly.
hope that even you are feeling the same way and enjoying our content. So, and as I mentioned, there are some big games coming up in this WPL because this WPL is turning out to be a thrilling tournament and it's a full dose of entertainment. So, see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Thank you.